Have you ever had that moment where you stop and think, what would happen if I couldn't do this on my own anymore? It might be something as simple as carrying groceries into the house or figuring out how to reset the Wi-Fi when it suddenly stops working. These little things don't seem like much, but they add up to independence. And independence, especially as we get older, is something worth holding onto with both hands. The truth is, independence isn't just about being able to walk without help or cook your own meals. It's about having the confidence to handle the ups and downs of daily life, no matter your age. That sense of I can do this myself doesn't just keep you moving forward. It also keeps your mind sharp, your body engaged, and your spirit lifted. That's why today we're talking about 7 skills that every senior should master to keep living life on their own terms. These aren't complicated or overwhelming, but they're powerful. They're the tools that help you stay in charge of your own life for as long as possible. Let's start with one of the most important skills: cooking simple, healthy meals. You might be surprised to hear that something as ordinary as cooking can be the key to independence. But think about it. When you know how to make a meal that fuels your body instead of draining it, you're not relying on takeout, packaged foods, or someone else to keep you fed. Imagine being able to walk into your kitchen and whip up a quick vegetable stir-fry, a hearty soup, or even just a breakfast that gives you energy for the day. It doesn't have to be gourmet. What matters is knowing you can provide for yourself and doing it in a way that keeps your health in check. Cooking also gives you a sense of creativity and control. Instead of feeling limited, you start to see food as something you can master. And the bonus? Sharing a meal you made yourself with family or friends is one of the best ways to stay socially connected too. Now, as important as food is, it's only one piece of the puzzle. Another skill that's just as vital is managing your finances confidently. Money can be a stressful topic at any age, but after 40, 50, and beyond, it becomes even more important. Bills, savings, healthcare costs, they don't go away, and sometimes they even get more complicated. But here's the good news. You don't have to be a financial expert to take charge. Even just keeping track of what's coming in and going out each month gives you freedom. Think of it like steering your own ship. You know where the money is going, you can make choices, and you don't have to rely on someone else to explain it to you. Managing your money also helps you say yes to the things that bring joy. Whether that's traveling, picking up a new hobby, or simply treating your grandkids to ice cream, financial confidence makes those decisions easier. It's not about having a huge bank account. It's about being in control of what you do have. And that control goes hand in hand with independence. Of course, being independent isn't only about practical skills. It's also about keeping your body strong enough to carry you through daily life. Which brings me to the third skill, basic physical fitness. Now, I'm not talking about running marathons or lifting heavy weights. What I mean is building the kind of strength, balance, and flexibility that lets you do ordinary things with ease. Getting out of a chair without struggling, carrying a laundry basket, or climbing stairs without fear of falling. These small movements are actually the foundation of independence. When you keep your muscles active and your body moving, you're sending a message to yourself and everyone around you. I've got this. Even 10 or 15 minutes a day of simple exercise can make a huge difference. Stretching in the morning, going for a walk, or practicing light resistance movements at home can strengthen your body enough to keep you capable. And here's something worth remembering. Staying active also protects your mind. Studies show that physical activity reduces the risk of memory loss and helps with mood. So, moving your body isn't just about muscles. It's about staying sharp and feeling alive. You see, independence is built from these simple but powerful skills. Cooking, financial confidence, and basic fitness may sound ordinary, but they create the foundation for a life where you can say, I don't need to wait for someone else to do this for me. I can handle it. That's a powerful feeling at any age. Now that we've looked at how daily nourishment, financial clarity, and physical strength play such a big role in independence, it's time to turn to another set of skills that are just as important but often overlooked. When we think about independence, most people picture physical strength or having enough money saved up. But there's another layer that often gets overlooked: the skills that keep your mind sharp and your life running smoothly even when things don't go according to plan. Because let's be honest, life rarely goes exactly the way we expect. One of the most valuable skills to master is problem solving with technology. Technology has become part of nearly everything: banking, healthcare, even how we talk to family. For some, that can feel overwhelming, but learning the basics can completely change the way you live day to day. Imagine being able to set up a video call with your grandchildren without waiting for someone else to come over and click the buttons for you. Or being able to refill a prescription online in minutes instead of spending hours waiting on hold. Even something as simple as knowing how to search for reliable health information can give you peace of mind and save you a trip to the doctor for every small concern. You don't need to become a tech wizard. What matters is knowing how to navigate the essentials: sending messages, paying bills, keeping your information safe, and using the tools that make life easier. Technology is really just another set of keys to freedom, and once you get comfortable with it, doors open. You suddenly feel less left behind and more connected, not just to your loved ones, but to the whole world. Alongside technology comes another essential skill: emotional resilience. This one is a little less tangible, but it's every bit as powerful. Think about how many changes you've already navigated in your life: careers, family, health, even the simple reality of getting older. Resilience is what allows you to face those changes without losing yourself in the process. It's the ability to adapt, to bend instead of break when life throws something hard your way. Building emotional resilience starts with acknowledging your feelings instead of ignoring them. Loneliness, frustration, or fear are normal, but they don't have to control you. Finding ways to cope, whether it's through journaling, meditation, talking with friends, or even picking up a creative hobby, keeps your inner strength alive. And here's something important: resilience doesn't mean pretending everything is fine. It means knowing you'll get through it, even if it takes time. When you master this skill, you not only handle life's bumps more gracefully, but you also inspire the people around you. There's another piece to independence that often gets brushed aside, and that's communication. Being able to express what you need, what you want, and what you feel is the glue that holds everything together. Whether you're talking to a doctor about your health, setting boundaries with family, or reaching out to a neighbor for support, clear communication ensures you're heard and respected. Without it, misunderstandings pile up, and independence starts to slip away. Good communication isn't about being loud or forceful. It's about being clear and honest. For example, instead of saying, "I'm fine," when you're not, try saying, "I could use a little help with this today." That small shift changes everything. People aren't left guessing, and you're more likely to get the support you actually need. It also builds stronger relationships, because at the heart of communication is connection. And connection, even while maintaining independence, is what makes life rich and meaningful. When you put these skills together, using technology with confidence, staying resilient in the face of challenges, and communicating clearly, you're building an invisible safety net for yourself. It doesn't take away your independence. In fact, it strengthens it. It means you can stand tall in the face of changes, knowing that you have both the practical and emotional tools to carry on. Now that we've explored how mental strength, adaptability, and connection keep independence alive, let's take things a step further and talk about a skill that protects you in one of the most practical and immediate ways. There's one skill that ties all the others together, and that's personal safety and self-care. It might not sound exciting, but it's one of the most powerful ways to keep your independence for the long haul. Think about it. If you know how to prevent falls, handle small health issues on your own, and recognize when it's time to get help, you're putting yourself in control instead of leaving things up to chance. For example, something as simple as learning how to move safely around your home can prevent an injury that might otherwise change your life. Clearing clutter from walkways, making sure you have good lighting, and wearing the right shoes can sound minor, but they make the difference between feeling confident and constantly worrying about falling. And when you do small things like learning a few gentle balance exercises or stretching before bed, you're strengthening your body in ways that directly protect your freedom. But safety isn't just physical. It's also about being aware and prepared. Do you know where your important documents are in case of an emergency? Can you quickly reach someone you trust if something unexpected happens? Even keeping a simple system for medications, like a weekly pill organizer, ensures that your health stays in your hands. Self-care is not about pampering. It's about taking responsibility for the daily habits that keep you well. Brushing your teeth, drinking enough water, getting good sleep. These are the quiet, consistent practices that build resilience over time. When you weave together all 7 of these skills, cooking simple meals, managing money, keeping physically strong, staying comfortable with technology, practicing resilience, communicating clearly, and prioritizing safety and self-care, you're creating a foundation that allows you to keep living life your way. It's not about perfection. It's about confidence. Confidence that you can handle the basics, make good decisions, and keep moving forward no matter your age. Here's the thing to remember. Independence isn't something you either have or lose overnight. It's something you build and strengthen through the choices you make every single day. Every time you prepare your own meal, every time you learn something new on your phone or computer, every time you speak up for yourself, you're proving to yourself that you're capable. And that matters more than anything else. The beauty of these skills is that it's never too late to learn them. Maybe you've never cooked much in the past, or you've always avoided dealing with finances, or you feel nervous about technology. That's okay. Start small. Take one step at a time. Each new skill adds another layer of strength to your independence. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Remember, independence doesn't mean doing everything alone. It means knowing that you can do things on your own when you need to, and choosing when to lean on others. That balance is what keeps life both manageable and meaningful. So as you move forward, I encourage you to take stock of where you feel strong and where you might want to grow. Maybe this week, try cooking a new recipe or walking a little farther each day. Maybe ask a friend or family member to show you something new on your phone. These small choices are not just daily tasks. They are investments in your future freedom. I want you to know that you have what it takes to live independently for life. You've already built decades of wisdom and experience. Now it's simply about applying that wisdom to strengthen the skills that matter most. If this video gave you a new perspective or reminded you of something you want to work on, share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear about the skills you're focusing on and the ways you're building your independence. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can keep getting content designed to help you live your best life at every age. Here's to staying strong, capable, and independent, today, tomorrow, and for the years to come.